Hello, everybody. Robbie here. We must change the pandemic laws. We cannot allow what happened during COVID-19 to ever happen again. We had rushed vaccinations, which caused injury and death. Okay, it's on the internet. It's already out there. We know about it. You know, but the sad part is a lot of mentally ill were able to go through the streets, do their drugs, everything, and nobody in blue cities, blue states, did anything to correct that. They actually made it worse, all right? And it's a fact because I live in a blue state and I seen it. We had a specific governor at the time, a naval hospital ship. Really? Not one body was put in there. It wasn't even, it was a waste of tax dollars, okay? Now, doctors and nurses and everything, like I said, claiming loss of life and this and that, and bodies are piling up in the back door, But how did they have time to do their little dance routines? So many did dance routines. It was incredible. It's disgusting what they did, and let's not forget, all right? Educational systems were totally destroyed, all right? It was horrible with educational. The children, the youth got affected. And there's one more thing I really want to point out, okay? A lot of people that did not agree with the masks were treated like animals, like criminals, like they murdered a whole ton of people. They were thrown on the ground, handcuffs thrown on them. They were just the whole thing. They were treated horribly. People lost jobs. They lost they lost their homes. People lost everything because of what happened during COVID-19. And that's a sham, but they were treated like criminals. Military people were discharged because they refused the pandemic vaccinations, because that's what they were, which they are reinstated back now. But they lost money and, credibility and everything else like that. You know where I'm going with this, all right? All of it, okay? And it started with AIDS. They tried it with AIDS, okay? And the medications from AIDS, and that didn't work. It's just fun. It goes from a lab to the big pharma, and then, you get that, and then you get the cure, and it still doesn't work, money market, all right? A lot of that has to be investigated with that, and a lot of weak people were out there, a lot of drug addicted, a lot of alcoholics, everything were treated horribly, in institutions. I mean, when I'll say the naval ship that was here in New York by a certain governor, not one body went in it, not one body went in it, okay? But they sent sickly people to elderly homes, and a lot of elderly lost their lives. Okay, you know where I'm going with that, all right? But the whole thing was treated shabbily and wrong. And believe me, heaven is not happy about that. Look at all the videos from the past, what happened with the pandemic. Just everything. It just built up, built up, built up, built up. But like I said, people were treated like animals, like sheep, the whole thing. But, getting arrested and thrown out of places and not be, you have to show your ID, your ID, I'm sorry, your medical ID, your vaccination card, which is a HIPAA law violation. You know that, right? Your medical card is a HIPAA law violation. No one else is able to see it but you and the doctor. And if you choose to show to somebody, that's up to you. But to be refused to go into a restaurant, to be refused to go on a plane, to be refused, period. You must wear a mask. But something, do you remember the hot mics and the hot videos? Because I sure do. Oh, mask on, okay, and then you talk, and then mask off when the camera's off, but some of the cameras still stayed rolling. See, that's how stupid they are. But we have to correct what happened during COVID, all right? We cannot allow this pandemic shit to ever happen again, all right? 1918 is over a century ago, all right? Let's reconstruct pandemic laws and make sure none of this ever happens again, okay? People are still suffering. A lot of lives were lost. A lot of people passed away, and a lot of family members lost their mothers, their fathers, their grandparents, their children. I'm an angel mom, okay? I'm an angel mom. There's so many angel moms, okay? Just everybody lost family members because of it. And not only because, from the vaccinations or from the COVID itself, just the whole entire thing, all right? But we do need to correct the pandemic laws. We do have to fix them, all right? And we have to bring back the Mental Health Systems Act as well, redefine it, get the mentally ill off the street. We have to get them off the street, okay? Because they're doing harm not only to themselves, but to people, on the streets and on trains. That little girl in Arena, remember her? She's just one of many. But let's reconstruct the pandemic laws, all right? Make them today and not allow what happened during COVID ever happen again. And we should make this worldwide as well, because all the youth of the world is important, because without the whole entire world, we're nothing, all right? But let's protect the youth. And remember, at the end of the day, evil never, ever wins. God bless you, God bless America, and God bless the world. Let's bring back the Mental Health Systems Act, but redefine it and make it safe for the people, okay? And let's reconstruct the pandemic laws. We have to do it. There's no way out, no way other than to reconstruct them, because we will have another pandemic. All right, everybody, take care of yourself. Stay aware of your surroundings. Take care. God bless you.